Hey guys, today I just wanted to do a quick video talking about how we went about fixing a problem we had with our 2008 Sienna. The 2004 through 2010 may be the same, it's the same generation, so things may be the same, but what ended up happening is something that's supposedly common with these vehicles is the shifter linkage bushing will actually wear out and break so that you can't shift gears anymore. And what you got to do is you got to take some of the dash trim off or most of it off to actually get to that shifter linkage loop that needs to have a new bushing put inside. But we did instead because we were driving to work and we stopped somewhere to get some more directions to where we were going. And when we tried to leave, we couldn't shift out of neutral. You could move the shifter, but it wouldn't go into any other gear. It would just continue to stay on the dash neutral. So we looked up a video and it explains what needs to be done. Well, we couldn't get the bushings. We were fortunately parked right outside of an AutoZone when we pulled over, but they didn't have the plastic bushings, and so we didn't have a store that was really nearby close to get these bushings. We could have possibly Ubered or some other thing to go get these bushings, but what we did instead is what we think and we're hoping will be a better fix, and we think it's a lot better fix than just going to buy another plastic bushing that's going to wear out. What we ended up doing was we drilled a hole through the metal, that little rod, that metal pin that the shifter linkage hooks on in the Sienna. We just drilled a little hole through that towards the end of that, I don't know what you call the thing, whether you call it a pin or a rod, but that metal piece that plastic linkage, that plastic loop slides over. We drilled a little hole through that. Then we put over that, once we put that linkage back on, without any bushing, we didn't have, like I said, we couldn't get the bushing, so we just put that plastic piece, that loop that controls the linkage, back on there. And we used a lid from an old water bottle. We drilled a hole through the center of it so it would fit over that rod, and we cut it flat so it's nice and flat like a plastic washer, slid that over, and then put an R pin through that hole. And it might also be referred to as a hitch pin or hitch clip, but they're these pins that you can get at auto parts stores, and they're shaped like an R. And we just pushed that through, and that fixed it. That should be a better fix than what Toyota even had on their original. I mean, because they had that plastic bushing that's going to wear out. So we're hoping that this fix will be a lot longer lasting and probably won't ever break again, because now it's being held together by metal. It's not held on there by a plastic bushing. It's held onto there by an R pin that's not going to break. So that's just what I wanted to share with you guys in case you run into the same thing and you think you might want to try this instead of buying a plastic bushing and going that route again. Just trying to do something that will be long lasting rather than having to replace that bushing again. So thank you all for watching, and God bless.